Hey all, welcome back to Link to the Past. We're here at the Tower of Hera, and we're ready to go save our friend from the Dark World. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Depends on if Legon got the airplane ticket.
I don't know. I just had to deal with the E001 thing in the Baker state. How was that? That wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun. Well, you're pretty much. This is one of the more complicated palaces in the game. We agreed, so definitely forgive me when I kind of brain fart or slip up a little bit. It's a lot to take in, really. But we're gonna basically start off by going into this room with these, basically these jackasses, and we're gonna just kind of cheat it by using the boomerang to just get a key. Anyway, you're going to use the boomerang here to cut the crystal switch because you're going to want to get up here. But you don't want to get. That's the thing about this. You can get the dungeon map here for free, by the way. Just kind of gives it to you because it knows that this dungeon's kind of a mess.
They're preparing you for the things that are certainly going to trip you up later on. So they're just, hey, let's make it easier a little.
Right.
But only a little.
Yeah. So the gimmick with this dungeon for a lot of it is we're going to be doing this switching puzzle where you're going to be flipping these switches and like that, and you're going to be turning it. The blue panels. Uh-oh, this is not good. Should have actually heart grinded before I jumped in here, but that's okay. We'll nope, I'm dead.
Oh well.
I actually should have heart grinded, but oh well. These floor tiles kind of suck. You can swipe at them, but sometimes you can just get caught off guard by their directions.
You can leave now.
No, I can't. Actually, I have to wait for this to. I have to get all of these to just break.
Oh.
Right. There we go.
I know later on that there's a shield that you can use to just completely block those off.
Possibly, it might be one of the upgraded shields that we get later in the game. Ooh, hold on. My PC just... Apologies, my PC just fluttered for a second. I have to fix that.
Technical difficulties, folks.
Technical difficulties indeed. Ugh. We're back. Yeah. It's not gonna cut there probably, just because it was such a weird little flux, but gotta love them laptops, man. Sometimes they can just kind of do you a dirty solid. I'm trying to shoot this Moldorm. There we go. That's what I wanted.
The mini Moldorm.
Mini Moldorm, yeah. Wonder if we're gonna fight a Moldorm.
I wonder if there's a bigger version.
Wonder, and it's really annoying.
These are the red Stalfos. These are the red Stalfos. At least I think they're called Stalfos. It's been a while since we did this. The whole plane ticket fiasco was a mess, and I haven't been here for weeks.
Come here. So yeah, the red Stalfos are kind of annoying because they start throwing their bones at you, so it can be a real hassle. I'm getting no luck from these pots whatsoever, or these enemy drops.
I mean, you got some luck by throwing it into the enemy.
True. But yeah, if you can't tell, the rust is definitely here with this game. It's been a while. And we get the big key! Really, really early. But don't let that fool you, because we're not done.
You still got a lot of block pushing and pulling. Still a lot of
block pushing and pulling. Yeah. Even though we don't even push these blocks or pull them at all. What do you think this is? This is not Tales of Symphonia.
Or the one puzzle in RE2 that thankfully got removed in the remake.
Yeah, that was, for the better. Oh crap, I actually have to do this. But that's the thing about this dungeon that can really, or palace, whatever you want to call it, that can really just get you caught off of guard, is that, apologies for the movement, get you really caught off guard is that you really have to be doing this a lot. You have to be moving, shifting puzzles, and getting blue and orange, and later we get like star puzzles that literally you hit a tile and it opens up holes in the floor. So there's definitely a lot of
can't you magic
management.
magic powder the giant pots there?
No, well, I mean, we have the magic to check, but no, I'm pretty sure you can't, but... Oh, you just kind of make it look a little prettier.
No, I mean the lamp.
The lamp? This?
Like, no, I mean like light the giant ones on fire like you can the little ones.
No. Oh, you mean the lantern? I thought you meant the magic powder. You said magic powder.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
You fall into them later. So we're getting a little ahead of ourselves
okay,
there.
so that's what they are. They're just giant holes.
Yeah, they're just... Yes. If you want to think about it that way, yes, that's what they are. Let's see if I
Back downstairs to hit the switch. Or you can
Yeah,
try
actually, you're right, because you can't hit something that's off screen with arrows. I thought I was being sly, but oh fuck, wait a minute. No! No, just go. Just go, 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 go.
Oh,
not good. It really, really...
Hope you like that sound.
So here's what can be frustrating about this dungeon. You have bumper enemies, and they really just kind of stick with you. You know, you can fall into the hole, You can't really hit them with anything. Like you can't really
Except
hit them
for your
with
sword. You can't really do anything to them.
Right. Although I would like to test the bee out on them. We did get this bee for a reason. Go get it. Or the bee. Thank you, bee. No! Did I just lose the bee? Oh, crap.
I think you did.
No! No!
Oh, not the bee. Not the bee.
I'm so tempted to just reset and cut back to this point. I'm so genuinely tempted because that bee is so helpful.
Yeah.
Can you
Those
get the
enemies
bee
are
again?
actually called hard hat beetles.
Yes. And they're also another pretty solid, You can also knock them down the hole, so don't be afraid to try and knock them down the hole. Catharsis. You can knock them down the hole. The problem with doing that sometimes, though, is literally that you don't get the item from killing them. So, like, when you're in my dire straits, you kind of need that. But, you know, sometimes it's better to just...
open up the big door.
Right. So, but, unfortunately, you know, sometimes it just... You can't literally... You have to get them out of your way. You don't want to get hit. So those are the star platforms, by the way. They change holes in the floor, and they're kind of a big part of this puzzle, like these next upcoming puzzles. What? Alright, cut. Fucking cheese. No! Yeah, dummy. Alright, the bee is really good for these enemies. You got a bee. Keep it in the bottle. Thank you, Jerry the bee. Or what Jerry's kind of a common name. What should we call this bee?
Charmy.
Jeremy. Jeremy the bee.
No, I said Charmy.
Charmy? Oh, you're right. Thank you.
Could be.
Alright, I think we're about back right now. And Charmy the Bee, as we're calling him now, is really doing a good job for us. In that he's really... Oh, God. Charmy, go.
I choose you.
Now, I choose you.
Wrong one.
Wrong one. Thank you, buddy. Alright. That's the problem with the bee and multiple enemies, though, is it seems like it has to pick one to deal with at a time, so you kind of have to still have to fend off other enemies that are kind of coming right in your path.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Link, you contemplating those bee stings or something?
Kind of. This is one of those tricky rooms that you have to kind of figure out, you know? You have to think about which tiles you're sitting on, you have to think about whatever. you're gonna do with the holes in the floor. Like I said, this is one of the more complicated dungeons in the actual game because it's just a lot of different puzzles going on all at once, so it really makes you think.
Yeah, this looks to be one of the more complex and intricate dungeons out of all of them. Can you actually hit the mini Moldorms with the bee?
Let's find out, actually. Yes!
Oh, wow.
Yes, you can. Go get him, Charmy!
That makes the enemies in this dungeon so trivial.
Which is good, because, you know, you could say it's broken, but I would disagree because I think the real problem in this dungeon is the actual puzzles. So you kind of just want to get everything.
The actual dungeon is the actual dungeon.
Yeah, the problem with this dungeon is the dungeon. AKA, people die when they are killed. No, but
it's amazing how that meme lives on today.
Because it's just people, you know, there are people, like myself included, who just say dumb shit, you know? Like, for real. So, like, most, like, obvious no shit moments, gotta give it up for that meme to really just put a perspective into that feeling, you know? When someone just says something...
Is this a pigeon?
Is this a butterfly? No, is that what it was? Did he say, is this a pigeon and it was a butterfly?
Yeah.
名前は
香取雄太郎です。
香取雄太郎と。いい若いもんがこんなところで何をしとるんだ。
はい。いい若いもんは勉強しとります。
え、勉強だと？
これは鳩ですか？
は？鳩？
これはスミレですか？
はあ。
Is that a real line, or is that like a mistranslation?
No, it's a real line.
That's awful. What the hell? Post. I mean, I guess everyone knows what it is, so we don't have to post it.
I'll put the clip of it here with the context behind it, so that everybody knows why it is that way.
Yeah, put the clip.
As soon as I can find it.
Yeah, put the clip, because honest to God, like, I just want to know. Alright, so this is another pull the fucking bee out, because you don't want to get knocked down these holes.
Yeah, and not to mention there's an actual bumper.
Right. Smash Bros. Be damned.
And the fire bar from Mario Brothers.
Yeah, which became a sword in, again, Smash Brothers. Get him, B. Any more? Any more? Yeah, you fuck him up, Charmy. Yeah.
Ooh, a bombable wall.
I don't think there's actually anything in these. I think this is one of the few moments in the game where it's like, yeah, these look like bombable walls, but you can't really do anything to them. Come here. Thank you. Get back in your bottle. But I guess I can show it off. Like, I can.
Yeah, you can at least test it out.
Yeah, we can test it out because I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure this is one of those moments where I mean, it may go. Yeah, see, sometimes you'll see bombable walls and they're a trap. That means there's nothing like right here, nothing. So you can't really do anything to some of these walls.
So in other words, they're just a waste of resources.
Yup. Which, you know, I mean, credit to the game. Sometimes I hate my D-pad, by the way. You keep seeing me shift, and it's doing that. So it's kind of frustrating in that regard, where it's like, I'm not really trying to do that. Damn it. I really should find a switch to turn that down. Is there one up here, real quick?
I want some of those. Is. Oh, no, this... Ooh.
Let's go get the actual dungeon item before we fight this guy.
Let's avoid the ominous music.
Da, 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 da. Link's like, oh, there's my cue to go back. Okay. You're gonna want to fall down this hole because, well, obviously, it's gonna take you to the dungeon item, the Moon Pearl. This actually doesn't do anything with an action kind of.
This doesn't do anything in the dungeon, but it is very important later on.
It's important for the game. This is the item that pretty much you found the Moon Pearl. This protects the hero from the changing effects of the Golden Power, aka the Dark World, because it was the Dark World for context sake in the lore was called the Golden Land. Don't you know? So, in that context...
The golden power of the Dallas Cowboys.
What? What? Yeah, damn you, Jerry Jones. You're the reason why I'm turning into a fucking bunny rabbit when I go to Jerry's World in AT&T Stadium or wherever the hell it is.
Yeah.
The golden power of the
going
Dallas.
down?
I'm gonna change the switch. There. I needed that.
Because the switch is there.
Yeah. Thankfully,
Isn't this
if you
fun?
yeah, isn't it fun playing with switches on our Switch?
No, this is the Super Nintendo. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so clearly. We're clearly playing a Super Nintendo game right now. Anyway, we got some of these. These are hearts. Don't overtake. I'm gonna try to do this without save states, because I really don't want to cheese it, but this is an annoying boss. This is... You wanna explain, Legon?
Yeah, because this is the Moldorm, the original, the OG.
You sound like that fucking dragon icon. This is the OG of the OGs! Bitches love Dragonites!
Yeah, but this is that is essentially one of the biggest reasons why this guy is an absolute pain to deal with. He will knock you into all of the holes in here, and it will not be any fun at all. His entire body is a bounce box and a hurt box.
Now, what I was trying to do there, and if it just gets to a certain point, I will just save state because fuck this boss, but at the same time, what I was trying to do there was use the bottom wall as sort of a insulator, like, kind of just to catch my hits and my momentum. But you can't... The frustrating thing is you can't just hang out there, because he will just run into you and try to knock you out of it, and he can just succeed because he can just multi-hit you. Like so, almost. I didn't really get hit there, but yeah.
He takes 3 hits, and each time you get knocked down into the pit, his health resets. So you have to do this over and over and over and over and over again. Unless you're extremely patient.
Right.
And this is not the only time he's going to appear, which I'll save that for way later when he actually does reappear.
Unfortunately.
And at that point, I would justify save stating.
Like, oh, look at that. And he's the same. It's the same problem I have, genuinely, with the other worms. Is that it's fine to have this gimmick, but damn, he does not have to be so erratic. You know, I get why he's erratic. At the same time, it's like you can literally feel like you're not getting hit fairly. You're not getting a fair fucking chance against this boss, and that's fine. Like, I get that sometimes games are just not supposed to be fair, but at the same time, like, come the fuck on. To reset his health every fucking time, too, like, fuck right off.
Yeah, that's where it just gets completely...
tedious.
Yeah, that's just not fun for anyone.
It would be different if they... Like, Jesus Christ. It'd be different if... Like, oh my fucking god. It would be different, genuinely, if, like... They didn't have that other little... It's like, it's so tightly designed in dickish ways. Like, okay, fine. He hits you off the platform's small, I get it. You don't need that hole in the fucking middle. It's just extra... He just told me to get the fuck out of his house. He's like, bitch, don't come back in here. Come back in here until you can taste this. You can take this Moldorm. Don't come back. So that's... you know, and the developers knew. They put so many fucking hearts here. Like... The developers know that he's a pain in the ass.
And you've already gone through all of them, too.
Yeah, you've gone through all these Moldworms and dealt with their annoying, erratic fucking behavior, and it's like, you just get a big-ass one that also has a... Jesus Christ! There's just nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do to stop that from happening. Other than, like, praying to God he can just take a pattern that I can get out of the way of. Look at that, and he's hungry for blood. This motherfucker's hungry for blood. No, 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 no!
You know how bulls typically see red, this one sees green.
This one sees green and goes, oh, a dumbass. Good.
Hey, Ash, you want to catch that worm Pokemon?
There. I don't know how I got hit.
I don't know how, and I don't care.
You can't really use many items against this either, because he just is so erratic.
Test out throwing the bombs.
I'm dead, so...
After the fairy heals you.
Yeah. Honestly, I shouldn't save state here, but if I get knocked down again, I will just come back up and... Jesus Christ, are you fucking serious?
Wow.
That's pissed right off. Nope. That was actually perfectly placed, too. 3 hits my ass!
Okay, it might be 5. Yeah, it's 5. No. No? What? How many hits does he take?
He's just getting faster! He's dead now, though. He can't hurt me anymore until we have to face the more annoying encounter.
6 hits.
6 hits. And he gets faster. I honestly just cowered in a corner and went, oh, like he's getting faster. But with the Pendant of Wisdom, we have collected all 3 pendants. Go now to the Lost Woods and get the Master Sword. Alright, finally. This dungeon was not as long as I remember taking, but it is
It's not long, it's just tedious when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely got lost in the dungeon, so the first time I played this game, so... Yeah. And also, it's just another problem, like I said, I have with Link to the Past sometimes, where it's like, these things are just dunking on you super hard for extra damage that you feel like Legon and I off camera kind of had a little mini debate on like Breath of the Wild does a similar thing, and I disagreed because I felt like Breath of the Wild gives you more of a chance to fend off that damage, gives you more of a chance to also like go damage for damage. In Link to the Past, you kind of can get hit for like 2 hearts or half of your health bar in an instant, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Like the tiles take a hit piece, and other than that cheese strat I showed you, you know, it's hard to deal with. So you can definitely get caught up in. You can get caught up in it, you know, just like that Crossfire commercial that we all love to reference.
Crossfire.
Get caught up in it. Anyway, this is the point of the Moon Pearl. We are here to save Yule. And we're gonna go find him. Maybe next part. We'll see you guys on the next part, where after beating that fucking Moldorm, we're gonna go look for Yule and give him his plane ticket back.
Don't we have to actually go and talk to Zelda and the Elder first?
No. We have to go to the Masters. We have to go get the Masters.
I'm pretty sure
we're gonna do it next part.
Link Between Worlds.
Legon, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
See you guys next part.